Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to the Mohegan Sun here in Connecticut, USA. It's the PartyPoker.net, the PDC's US Open final, coming to you live and exclusive here on Nuts TV. Well, the markers of the final are Dean Williams and Scott Gibling, and our referee in charge of the final is Mr. Bruce Spendley. Well, ladies and gentlemen, over 250 players came. Only 2 remain. They are the finalists. So, let's meet them. Firstly, would you please welcome, from Essex, England, the former World Match Play champion, the former World Grand Prix champion. It's Jaws Colin Lloyd. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from Stoke-on-Trent, England, with 70 titles worldwide, and the 13-time champion of the world, it's Phil, the Power Taylor. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let's join our commentary team then, Rod Harrington and Stuart Pike.
So here we go, from a field of over 250 players. 2 men left standing. It's Colin Lloyd against Phil Taylor for the title of US Open Champion 2008. Colin Lloyd, brilliant in the quarterfinals against Baxter, just squeezed through in a last leg decider against David Fathom. Well, Phil Taylor was terrific against Ray Carver, even better against Dennis Priestley with an average of 110. Taylor must be the favourite.
Well, he's absolutely the favourite. You know, Lloyd, he got a bit upset in his semi-final, but got over it. But he should be okay with Phil. I mean, he was practising with Phil in the room this morning when I went down, and they were playing shots out. They know each other's game, but what you got to do up there, you know Phil Taylor will just play his own game. And Colin, what I want to see is Colin play like he did against Ronnie Baxter. You know, if he does that, then he's got a serious chance of turning Phil over.
Yeah, we also got to see if Colin Lloyd has managed to calm down. If you're just joining us here in Connecticut, a few shenanigans on the stage in his semi-final against David Fathom, players exchanging words, and in the end, Lloyd winning it in spectacular fashion. 6 darts, 287 to win the match, with a maximum of a 107 checkout. So if Lloyd has calmed down, if he can bring his A game, he does have a chance against Taylor. So,
and the 25.
Throwing for the ball to start this final. 25 from Lloyd.
Well,
just outside the 25.
The all-important ball has been won by Colin
US
Lloyd,
Open final,
and that could prove essential,
leg.
Stuart.
Colin
If it goes down to a last set, you want to have that throw. Now, we'll see if Lloyd is calmed down by the speed of his throw. He was averaging around about 5.5 to 6 seconds. And then in that semi-final, he speeded up to just over 3 seconds. And, of course, at that speed, you're not as consistent as what you should do, and you have got to be consistent against Taylor.
Well, not the start that Lloyd wanted. Inevitably, though, Taylor finds not just one, but 2 trebles. Yeah, in the semi-final, too many of Lloyd's first darts were dipping below the treble bed. That's where he wants the first dart to go, to give him a marker, to give him a target. Well, there is David Fathom, the Canadian. beaten in the semi-finals.
He was sitting with Mervyn King, a player that's
One
coming up the rankings a lot. As Phil Taylor hits his first 180 with his second 3 darts. Colin now got to hold his throw in this first set.
100.
He's just throwing a little bit fast for me, Stuart, I have to say. It's a little bit faster than he certainly was against Baxter and in his last 16 match.
Well, Taylor hit 5 180s in his semi-final against Priestley. Hasn't taken him long to get off the mark here.
100.
Not the start that Lloyd would have wanted. After winning the throw,
100. Failure required,
Well,
87.
First leg, Taylor needs a shot to break Lloyd. He wants double 18 now. For a break in the first leg, and an 11 dart, 12 darter now.
69.
Well, here's a chance for Lloyd.
Colin, you
It's a
require
long shot.
143.
it really is. Let's see. Yeah, yet again, that first dart dipping below the treble bed, and that's where Lloyd does not like it.
83. Failure required, 18.
60 for Lloyd if he gets the chance. Double 9 for Taylor for the first leg.
Game shot, the first
final,
leg.
A break of
Phil
throw.
Taylor.
The power is up and running.
Second leg, Phil to throw first.
Well, as we said, Lloyd, he has
Game
beaten
on.
Phil this year already in Brentwood in the Players' Championships.
Yeah, won 8 legs to 6 it was, and so he knows he can beat him. He's beat him a couple of times as well in other tournaments,
60.
but never on the big stage, never on the TV.
No, on that day, Colin took out 3 big shots to beat Phil, and I believe one of them was 143, which he missed earlier on.
57.
But he just needs to get his game going, get focused. That was his problem last year. He just didn't focus, was getting frustrated with himself. And of course that tightens the arm up, and then you start to push and pull. And with Colin, he speeds up when he gets frustrated.
100.
It's all about consistency, isn't it, with Taylor, and that's why he wins so many titles. Colin Lloyd was sensational. He really was brilliant in his quarter-final against Baxter, and he
41.
just couldn't repeat the dose in the semi-final. Just managed to crawl over the finishing line, and he hasn't started the final well either. And Taylor will sense that.
Oh, Taylor knows everything there is to know about
59.
this game. He doesn't really get into the gamesmanship, but he can suss out when a player is not on his form, and he really does punish you for it. As we see, Lloyd is putting 2. Should hit a 180 here.
140.
He'll be disappointed he didn't put the third one in because it was so big for that third one.
Well, it's been a long road. Phil Taylor, who's enjoyed a magical spell over the last couple of months, won 5